When WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca hosted the penultimate round of the IMSA Championship this September, they weren't the only show in town. It was also the setting for round 6 of the Pirelli Trophy West, a series run by Competent Motorsport for amateur Porsche racers.
I've been a race fan my whole life. Growing up in Albuquerque, followed the Unsers and Indy cars, and F1 fan. I started track days and then got a club sport. About a year and a half ago, started racing full time.
I had some good friends of mine who were racing Porsches, and I've always been a Porsche fan. And about 15 years ago, they conned me into doing a Porsche driving experience, and then from then on, it just was an addiction.
My dad's been racing here for a couple years. They just unveiled the new Cayman platform with the Club Sport. And he thought that it would be a perfect car to learn, and it's kind of like an overgrown Miata. So that's why I got started in this series.
I started racing with Skip Barber Racing School right here at Laguna Seca, 2007. They had a winter series back then, and I was hooked the first day I drove. I actually won the first weekend I was here, and I've been racing ever since.
There are 6 classes in the Pirelli Trophy West, ranging from the top diamond class featuring the Porsche 991.2 to the bronze category, with competitors racing the Cayman GT4 Club Sport, giving racers a choice of power and speed depending on budget, experience and ambitions.
The first time I was ever on track was in a Porsche car, so I'm a big Porsche fan, and it's a great series. A semi-professional series, which I find a lot of fun, but competitive.
There's some stiff competition out here. I mean, they won't just let you by, and I love the challenge. That's what I'm here for. That's why I'm in the .1, is so that I can race against these faster guys in the faster cars, get some really good experience.
All the cars are all spec'd the same. You can't really mess around with much at all, and tech is pretty intense. So this is straight up, you know, the driver, and if you don't do well, it's you, and if you do well, it's you too. So, and that's forces you to get better.
It's not just the cars that make the series a success, it's the tracks too. Laguna Seca is one of the favorites of the 6 venues used in 2018.
Well, it has a very good flow to it. You go over the hill, the crest, turn 1 is actually more exciting than people think it is. And once you come around the hill, turn 2, it's really long and downhill, so you're really working with the car to get it to rotate nicely around there. Turn 3 is a much sharper corner than it looks, so you got to be careful on the exit. Turn 4 is really fast. Turn 5, you charge that corner a lot harder than you think you would, so when you go into the corner, you're carrying a lot of speed up the hill. Turn 6, really fast, pretty scary. And then, of course, the corkscrew.
To be able to say that you drive the corkscrew is fun. I still haven't mastered it. Every time I'm out here, I'm still trying to get a little bit more out of it. It's one of those corners that I don't think anybody ever masters, and that's why it's so famous.
You know what, you just get to the top of the crest and you hit the brakes as hard as you can and turn in and go, and it's becomes second nature because you do the repetitiveness, and it's not really as scary as like the very first time you ever do it. So it's really fun though, because it's just like, it's blind faith going through there.
With all 4 of our racers securing titles this season, some are tempted by the prospect of moving up the racing ladder.
I'm hoping to get the new car that's coming out, the 2019 Club Sport, and seriously considering doing the Pirelli World Challenge GT4 America West Series. And I think we could compete pretty well in that.
I'd like to go all the way as far as I know. I love doing this, so I might be going to IMSA, I might be going to Pirelli World Challenge, who knows.
I think my goal is to move up to more professional racing as an amateur driver still, but more professional racing, and this is a great series to learn from and move up.
Whatever their ambitions, the Pirelli Trophy West creates an extremely passionate family of racers.
When people ask me about it, I say it's an addiction. Be careful. That sense of speed and just being able to handle the car and race side by side with people, it's just an adrenaline rush. It's hard to explain. Your senses are fully aware. It's intense.